Welcome to Topline Hotline.
Oh, the weather outside is Thursday, and it's Topline Hotline in your face. We're going to talk about go-to-market, and we're also going to dance in place. We're going to look for all the people that have the questions about GTM, and we're going to say, hello, good sir. Hello, good madam.
I think everyone is like, what episode?
What's
the
he
date of
on?
this episode?
It's like, what is he on?
September?
I want some of that. Is it MDMA? Is it ayahuasca? Is it just cannabis?
Is it a combination? Is it a
It's
cocktail?
everything. It's a cocktail. I put it in my anyway. All right.
Okay. Okay, let's jump in because we know AJ has to run.
Okay,
So-
good. Go.
So this is from our Pavilion Slack. The individual says, I recently joined a company as a CRO, and this company does not have a complete rhythm of the business cadence for sales. There's a forecast cadence, there's an all hands call, etc. However, I'd like to roll out a new operating rhythm or a 13-week cadence at the start of our new quarter. Tricky as much as there are a lot of things on folks' calendars already, and I'm thinking that I need to start with the basics as opposed to have the perfect and most complete cadence from day one. Would welcome any suggestions and examples as you may have about how you should proceed with this. That we've touched on this before as well, right? Like we need operating rhythms in our business. There has to be a beat to the business. AJ, since you might run soon, why don't you start?
Well,
What do
you
you think about?
shared a great article on this on the David Sachs article, which I'm just going to read. What is cadence? So David Sachs talked about this, and I think he had a great answer that we should share out on the Medium article. First, the four major functions in SaaS startup, sales, finance, product, and marketing, are all best run on a quarterly cycle. I would say sales there has some caveats depending on sales cycle.
Sales cycle, yeah.
Yeah, they're more transactional, can be monthly. That said, however, it's not the same cycle. Sales and finance are on one calendar, product and marketing are on another calendar. I call these the sales finance system and the product marketing system. This is David Sachs talking, by the way, not me. If you snap these two calendars together, it will create a single operating cadence for the company. The key milestones and events in these systems create opportunities for company-wide communication and collaboration, kind of superstructure for the organization. This feels pretty basic. I read the article and felt like that's not necessarily what this person was asking. So I'll also give my answer, which is you already have an operating cadence. How do you do change management to a different? And that is, I think, a little bit tougher and more challenging. And so I would approach that of what has gone really, really well at the companies that you've done and like write those down and proceed with caution and pick a couple of those and approach the CEO to try some things out that might be different. This feels a little sensitive. I didn't get the full context of the question.
Do you think the approach is slow and nuance, like slowly adjust towards your ideal state, or do you just rip and replace? Like you're like, here's how I like to do
CEO,
things.
you rip and replace. Again, is this a CRO rip and replacing the cadence?
But let's say the operating cadence for the go-to-market team, because teams have their own operating cadence as well.
I mean, it depends on how poor it is, but you don't have much time as a incoming CRO to make changes, and the world is like you need things now, and you have an 8-month leash. If you feel strongly about something, you gotta move quick on and take action on it. People, team, CRM, even if you're using a CRM that you're like, why are we using Monday.com for our CRM? I don't know. But
yeah, that's not like a quarter one solution. Like in the first month, all you really need to really be doing is getting to know your customer. Like, spending a lot of time doing the things that help you figure that out, because all the other things you solve later. Like you start with the customer side. It's still surprising that so many executives in sales, marketing, CS, and even product, they go into companies and they don't spend the first month obsessed about getting depth of understanding of the customer.
Yeah, I'm going to do a top line first and hotline first and have to leave halfway through. So whatever Sam says is completely wrong. So good luck. I appreciate it. Good.
Well, I don't want to go on. If AJ has to leave, I don't want to leave either. No, so I don't want to
go. Sam, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I think, listen, where would I start? I would start, first of all, you just got to start somewhere. So I would create I mean, there's just a series of simple meetings that I think are useful to creating the operating cadence, and I would start with those. So, what are those? Pipeline review, accounts receivable review, and then a mid-quarter, sort of like, or a third of the way, 2/3 of the way through, like calling the quarter meeting where you where there's a forecast. So at the beginning of the quarter, you have a pipeline review. In the middle, you have like, where are we on accounts receivable and billings, and let's make sure we're collecting all the money. And then about 3/4 of the way, okay, where's it going to end? Let's commit. I think if you can start with those 3 meetings over the course of the quarter, you're doing great. And then if you're, and then your sales manager or sales leadership should have some kind of regular check-in.
Sam always cleans up my answers. He just gets it answered like 30 seconds. Here's what you actually need to do. Good answer, Sam.
There we go. The shortest episode in Top Line Hotline history, but a good one. Good answers.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Enjoy your week. Bye.
Bye.